Hi everyone and welcome back. My name is Rich and this is Gamer Life. And once again today we're back with some NASCAR Heat 5. It's round 2 of the championship. If you didn't catch the first round, it is on the channel right now. You can go back and watch that one if you want to. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. We will recap what happened in the last race before we start this one. There were some setting issues in the last race as well, which have been rectified for this race. So really this is where our season is going to be kicking off properly, and I'm really looking forward to it. Before we get into it though, for those who didn't see, this is our car. It's the one we're going to be running all season. The reason I put this up is one, so you can look at it. And the second thing is, I did notice when I was going down the standings at the end of the last race that there is a number 36 already in the championship. So once I get to a point where the races are like we've run out the first batch, you'll see that the number will get changed on the car. And what you see now is the last couple of laps of the last race at Daytona. For those of you who didn't see it and don't want to go back and check the first video, this is pretty much what happened. We're coming around now towards the white flags, right behind Chase Elliott. We're in P9. As you can see, it was only 8 laps, and that was because obviously the settings, all that gets explained in the first video, but they weren't what they are for this race. Like I said, that has been rectified, so we don't need to worry about that today. But as we go down the back straight now, we've really caught up to Elliott, and he's just a roadblock at the moment. We didn't have quite enough momentum to pull out and get past him, so we just had to be patient and hope that we would get past him. We moved to P7 now, just following him and using his drafting air. And as you can see, the car was getting a little bit loose with his dirty air as we went round that last turn. But now we make our move, we push right up the inside of him, no contact made, go over the line 6, and what a result that was for us. And that sets us up nicely going into this episode now. As you can see, this is what the championship obviously looks like. Everyone where they finished in that race is obviously where they are in the championship, with it being the first round of the season. But I will just slowly scroll down so you can pause at any point, check what little stats are there at the moment, and just where your favourite driver is in the championship at the moment. At the moment we're 6, but really that felt like a bit of a false result, if you know what I mean, because the game was on its easiest difficulty. I've not gone straight to hard. What I have done though is, being still new to the game, I've gone to normal. And what's going to happen after that is we're just going to monitor the results, probably I would say up to race 10, and if we get in results higher than probably where we should be as a new team, if we for instance kept finishing in the top 10 just on pure outright pace and this, that and the other, then obviously I will knock it up to hard, which is where I want to go anyway. I want this to be, I did mention it in the first episode as well, the staple of this channel. It's the game that I'm having the most fun with at the moment, by quite a long way actually. I do enjoy just sitting there and racing the races out. I'm hoping that in the future I can get a wheel and that'll make it even more fun. But for now, yeah, I want this to be the staple of the channel, so I want to get the better lines, I want to learn more, get faster, bump the difficulty up and this, that and the other, and actually earn where we are when we finish the championships basically. But for this episode, as you can see, we are heading away to Vegas. It's a nice purse again for the pennzoil 400, and all we need is one good result here and we clear our sponsor objective as well, which is good. The payout that we got from Daytona is going to help us. It has worked out as I planned, albeit flukily, but if that's even a word. It has worked out anyway, so we can now go ahead and purchase the chassis for the Speedway, which is good. That's what I was hoping would happen, and it has, so really happy about that. We're going to go ahead now and we're going to get not the 2 employees that we can get because money is really tight at the minute. But we're going to get the one missing part. We're going to get the, is it the suspension guy? It is indeed. We'll train him up as much as we can. It may well be that we have to come back. Yeah, we are. We're going to have to come back later to fully train him. But obviously we didn't have the suspension guy in the first race, which weren't really that big of an issue because of it being the super speedway. But we're going to need him for this one. And what that means is we can now, for this race, work on all areas of the car. So hopefully that will transpire into another good result. We're going to be a long way off being able to get that second or third, depending on how you look at it, speedway chassis that I want. But that's the fun of it. We're a new team. We're building up. We're going to have to take it step by step. But yeah, with all that done now, we've done the recap, we've done the work to get this car to this track, and now we're going to go on and head off to the track, get into some qualifying and see how it all shakes out at the end of it, which is the part of the video where you guys come in now. Just once again, for a bit of fun, where do you think we're going to come in this race? Not so much the qualifying. I'm hoping for a better qualifying than we had at Daytona, but not so much the qualifying, but race predictions. There's the comments box below, there's the Game Alive Twitter, there was the Game Alive Instagram, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. So that's going to be dormant for now, but I will announce in later videos when we are going to start to use that. But anyway, back to the qualifying. We only get one shot at this and we cross the line in 31st, which is probably a good reflection of where we actually are, and hopefully it'll be a more realistic race because of it. It's better than where we finished as well at Daytona. Obviously we finished 40th there. That position today is being occupied by David Reagan. And what we're going to do now is just scroll up, so once again you can see where your favourite drivers, favourite cars all finished and where they're going to start in the race, which is coming up very quickly. Again, I'm going to go for roughly where we finished. Now it's much more realistic and the difficulty's up, and we've got to learn all the pit strategies and this, that and the other. I'm going to go for us with a top 30. I'd be happy with that. Anywhere 30th to 20th probably. I'd be very happy with that. So stories of the race. Timmy Hill's had a stellar weekend, which is obviously good for him. The car's fast. Jimmy Johnson is our friend, and David Reagan isn't nearly as fast as was expected. So hopefully that will play into our hands as we're about to go green for the first time right here in Las Vegas. And today we'll get to see what difference to the handling it makes to have our new suspension specialist on board as well. We're about to cross the line for the first time from 31st position. Can we move forward quickly in this one? I have a feeling we might need to, because we're obviously not going to be nowhere near as fast as we were in Daytona because of the difficulty being up. So yeah, before the field spreads out too much is where I think we can make the most ground here. And we're hanging on to the back of the pack in front of us at the moment. I actually have to get out the throttle there so we don't rear-end Stenhouse. And hopefully it looks like we've got a bit of a better run here as we come and cross the line for the first time. On to lap 2 now. We're all over the back of Stenhouse Jr. in the number 47. Oh, we got right through the middle. What a move that was. We were momentarily 3 wide. We're now in 29th. Really satisfied with that one. I didn't see it coming. I don't remember doing that, which is the beauty of the batch recording, I suppose. And look how quickly we're now closing into the next pack in front of us. And I do swear to you, this is on normal difficulty, not easy. So the car's looking fairly decent at the moment. Early on at Daytona, the car felt really tight and it felt like we weren't going anywhere quickly, but much different here at the moment. The back end seems a little bit loose the way it's squirming at the moment. I don't remember that being a thing at Daytona, so that's something to keep our eyes on. Stenhouse did have a look around our outside at the last corner, but thought better of it, and hopefully we can drop them now and really start getting onto the back of this pack in front. The name tags are slowly starting to appear, which means we are drawing them in now as we go on to lap 4. We did get a couple of them as we move to lap 8 now. We did have a bit of recording issues. It was really buggy for those 4 laps, so I decided that's where I was going to cut it. But we're on the outside of a 96 now. We did have a really good battle with him. As you can see now, he does not want to give that place up at all, but in the end, do we get it around him? Because he is coming back. We just pinch him into the apron there. No contact made though, so for me, yes, it was aggressive, but that was fair enough. And we now hopefully clear of him, and we can chase McDowell down. We've got a really good run on him actually here. We're carrying a lot more momentum as we come to cross the line to start lap 10. Do we get in front of him? We're going to go down his inside now. Maybe we can send it on this corner here and force him to stay out wide, which is exactly what we do, and we're underneath him and we take away that 26th position, and straight away immediately we're on the back of Carter now. And what I will say is, as this stint has gone on these first set of tyres, as the car seems to have got looser as we've gone through the laps and put a bit of wear into these tyres, we feel so much faster now than we did in the first 9 laps. I don't know why that is exactly. The car just feels really quick. It's on the edge of grip, I will say that, but we're just passing and catching cars for fun now. I don't know if our tyre wear might be a little bit better than theirs. Whatever the reason is, it is definitely fun at the moment. As we cut to lap 24 now, we did make a bit of contact with, I think that was Fincham there, as we went over and under one again, straight through the middle. Those moves are really, really satisfying. And at this point in the race now, I was sitting there and I'm thinking we're pretty soon going to have to start strategizing now for the pit stop. I was hoping with the progress that the car was making as we're going through the race, that once we pit and we get this fresh rubber on, we're going to be even quicker. Obviously I know the computer's going to stop as well, but as you can see at the moment we're in 13th, and I'm sitting there thinking we're only going to get quicker surely with fresh rubber. We could be on for a really good finish as we go for that move straight through the middle again, and I'm sorry about those glitches. I don't know what was causing that. It was happening between 4 and 8, lap 4 and 8 all the time, which is why I cut that bit out. But in any event, we're in P12 now on lap 26, and that pit stop is drawing in very, very quickly. At this point, I'm going to be honest, I didn't want it to, because as you can see now, we're really starting to gain towards the top 10 of this field. Way further up the grid than I expected that it would. And again, we've glitched. You unfortunately didn't get to see those passes, but we've gone from 12 to 9. I believe this may have been the lap that we pit on. I can't remember altogether. But as you can see, the tyre icon has come on, so we're definitely not far away now, and also we only have 3 more laps left at the most in the fuel tank. So at this point I was thinking, do I come in? And I decided no, I'm going to carry on and really push the lightest possible car that we could have before we go into the pits, and see if we could use that to our advantage. But I didn't have the confidence in the way the car was feeling to go out the outside of Gase there, so it really was a strategy that didn't work. We just killed all of our momentum, and we do decide to go for that one last lap and try it again. And as you can see, as we're really annoyingly, I didn't notice that this was happening because obviously I was racing. We just keep on glitching through these laps at the moment. But we are going to come in on this lap. We're going to get some fresh boots. We're going to go again. And just after we come out the pits, there was a caution, which was really annoying. If I'd have gone for that one last lap, we would have pit under caution and we'd have been in a great position, but it wasn't to be. So we start again now, P29. And it's a bit more awkward to find out what's going on now, because some cars are a lap down and some are not. So we just put our foot to the floor, we go as hard and as fast as we can, as aggressive as we can without wiping anybody out, and just see where we end up now, because as you can see we're in P29, but we're now lapping nh5 and we don't get a position for that overtake. Same here as we go inside the 37, so it's just going to be fun now. Like I said, foot to the floor, overtake as many cars as we can and see where we end up. It was a little bit frustrating to think we were chasing down the top 10 cars and now we find ourselves here, but it is what it is, and we do make progress. As you can see, there's Gaze who completely killed our light car momentum. We glitched past a load of them there, and we're now up into P28 as we're on lap 42. Straight down the inside, no real fight there to take away P27. And we got Amma Roller in front of us now. He's drafting the guy in front of him, getting that extra speed, but still he just seems to have no answer for our pace at the minute. We're gaining so quickly on him. Can we send it to the inside? Oh, he's going to block it. No, he did block it. He went to block it, but we got blocked from the car in front of him, and that meant we've got to give the place back. So again, we get straight back in his drafting air, recompose ourselves and try and send one again, but this time he shuts the door. So we're just going to have to be patient and sit behind him here as he loses it. We did give him a little bit of a tap, so that's dropped him off the back of Wallace as well. We're down the inside of Wallace ourselves now as we cross the line, go to lap 44, and we're gaining on Carter again. We're so close to the inside of Wallace and Carter. What a move that was. That was so fine there on the inside. I thought we were going to take each other out, but we just had the momentum to get it through. And we're now up into P22 again as the game glitches again. We're now P19 on the inside of Kozlowski, and just like earlier on in the race, as that tyre wear seemed to come in just a little bit after we scrubbed a bit off them, we just seemed faster, a lot faster, and we were starting to reel people in again. And we are inside the top 20 again, which is way further up the field than I expected us to finish. So yeah, having a really good time at the moment. As we just know, we're going to stick with this hopefully until the end of the race, without any more glitches would be nice, but we shall see. We're going to try again. We seem to have been battling Kozlowski a lot in this race, and you can see that he is just in front of us there. He's battling with himself with Truex. Can we go around the outside of Truex if we can just latch on to some draft there? We decide not to. We went all the way up and we've come all the way back down towards the apron again. But that's given us a little bit of a run there on Truex, and went down the inside of him quite easily. Went back on the back of Kozlowski now. Can we use his momentum to just pull us along a little bit? It's exactly what we do try and do. He's got draft off the car in front as well, but he's decided to move high. We touched the apron there on the inside. That's a mistake from me, and that has let the number 9 back down our inside, so we're forced up wide at the moment now. Can we get the better run maybe? We try our little move of pinching him into the apron. It did seem to work. It killed his momentum a bit. And now we go round the outside of Kozlowski. Maybe Dylan as well. A little tap there from Kozlowski on our inside. We're going to try now just to cut him off using Dylan for that momentum. Try and get underneath Dylan now, and just in front of Kozlowski. That could easily have been a spin. He must have got out the throttle there because he did tap that rear left tyre. Jesus, this Ty Dylan guy is fast at this point in the race. Just 2 to go now, and we're 14th at the moment. 14th. I was happy to be between 20 and 30. We're doing way better than that at the moment. I'm not too sure if the car in front now is position or whether it's a lapped car. I really can't remember. It's Harvick, and it does look like it's for position. Can we possibly get P13 here? We've got 2 laps to chase him down. Next time around obviously is the white flag, so we can't afford to waste any time here at the moment. We've still got decent grip on our front right tyres, which is a bit of a surprise. but we've really reeled him in now. We're using that drafting air and we're getting closer and closer and closer, and this is not going to be much of a battle, I don't think. We sail around the outside, but he's going to come back as we exit the corner. It would have been a photo finish. It might still... Oh, it was a photo finish. We must have been a lap down. I don't remember that being the case, but what a finish that was. Nice little battle with Kevin Harvick at the end. Really did enjoy that race. It was a lot of fun, to be fair. Judging off this one at the moment, it seems like... is it too easy? I don't really know. I mean, we're midfield pretty much, so that's where I was hoping we were gonna be. So I'm gonna stick with the original plan at the moment. We'll stick with normal. It seemed to be a decent difficulty for us. We didn't get helped. That's something to keep in mind by the caution coming out right after we pit. But that's the nature of this sport, and yeah, it's just been another really fun race. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. I can't recall where we are next, but I'm really looking forward to it after this one. We're still 6th in the championship, which is good. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I thought we would snowball after Daytona, but we've held our own, we've held our position there. And the story of the race: fastest lap goes to Truex, most laps led goes to Truex with 51. Tyler Reddick had a good race. Whoa, 27th to 4th. He really did have a good race. And the opposite can be said for Hamlin, who started 3rd as you would expect, but finished in a lowly 39th. I can only assume he didn't finish the race because he's way quicker than that. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it for you. I will see you in the next one. Once again, my name's been Rich. This has been Game of Life. Thanks for being here, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.